So far we have solved different type of series. This time we are going to solve mixed pattern type of series. So here you have a series. You need to first of all understand what is the pattern happening here. If you can catch the pattern, then you can solve any series type of problem. So here you can see first we're starting with 1. So we are running it from 1 to n. This is something very common for us. So what basically I will do here immediately before thinking something else, I'm going to start the loop here from 1 and it will run until n. Okay, and this is something we're going to take from user anyway. So here I'm going to put I++. And now let's come back here since we are declaring the variable n, and also we need to find the sum of the variable, sum of the series. That's why I'm going to start from 0. This is something I'm going to do as usual. Now that we need to take the user input for n, here I'm going to ask the user, hey, can you give me the last number of the series? Enter the last number of the series here. All right, so now that we have the printf, we can take the user input. Of course, I'm going to add the validation as usual when I'm taking the input. So here I'm going to ask the user to give us the input, and we're going to take it with %d and then assign it to ampersand, and then if it is not equal to 1, as usual, this is something we have used a lot of times and I'm not going to explain that anymore. And if it is like that, in this case, we want to show a message that it's an invalid input. Please enter integer number. Please enter an integer number. Please enter an integer. That should be all for now. And I'm going to add a new line. And then if this is happening, if something is wrong, then we need to go back to the compiler before even going further down. Okay. I'm going to make the code block a little bit smaller, and let me just close this terminal for now. All right, try to focus on here. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. Good enough. And then I want to make sure the number that user is going to give, it is maybe at least greater than 0. This is something we could do, not less than equal 0. So here I could combine both of them, but anyway, I'm not going to combine. Here I'm going to ask the user, I'm going to check the number that user gave us. If it is not equal 0 or less than 0, if it is equal 0 or less than 0, then it's invalid. In this case, I'm going to say just please invalid input. Please enter a positive number. Enter a positive integer. Positive integer greater than 0. Anyway, that should be more than enough for now. Okay, so now we are good to go, to move on furthermore. So now we need to understand the pattern here, since we have a loop that is running from 1 to n. Here you can see first 1 has a positive sign before that, then front of 3 we have a positive sign, front of 5 we have positive sign, but front of 2 we have a negative sign, and front of 4 we have negative sign. So the pattern is here very simple. I'm sure you already catched it. So front of all odd numbers we have plus pattern, okay, and for front of all the even numbers we have the negative sign. So basically the pattern is something like this. Let me just put it here so that maybe you can understand. The pattern is front of odd numbers we will have positive sign, so all the odd numbers will have positive relationship between them, and for the even numbers we need to subtract. This is the negative. So now that we got the concept here, so we will add all the odd numbers to this sum, but we will subtract all the even numbers from the sum. That should be all. Now when we're inside the loop, how can we make sure whether the variable I has odd or even number? This is something very simple. We can do that for sure. So if the number is divisible by 2, then it's even number. If it is not divisible by 2, then it's odd number, right? So here we're going to go check the condition. If I is divisible by 2, then it's an even number. And what do we want to do with the even number? For even numbers, we want to subtract. So in this case, we will say sum minus I. That should be all. On the other side, if it is not even number, if it is odd number, then we want to plus that. So here it's going to have sum plus I. And in the end, we are going to print the sum. So here outside this for loop, I'm going to print the sum. So let's do that here. %d, and then of course here equal operator I want to print, and then new line after the %d, and then it's going to print the sum. That should be all. Okay. Now let's compile and run, and let's see whether it does work. Here I'm going to make sure that maybe it's clear. So here, let me clear the screen a bit, and then let's run it again. Let's see if this time I give here, let's check if I give the last number as 5. So what will happen in this case? Try to understand. If I give 5, so we have 1 minus 2, it's going to minus 1. Then we have plus 3, so it will plus 2. Then plus 2 minus 4, it will be minus 2. And then minus 2 plus 5, it's going to be plus 3. So if I run this program, it should show plus 3. And there you go. But now I want to print it, the output look like this. So I want to print the series as well. This is something we have done quite many times. Let's do that. Here I'm inside the loop, and then I'm going to print the %d here with the variable I. So here let's print the variable I, and this will make sure that it's going to print all the numbers, but each time we need to make sure which sign it's going to print. For that, here I'm going to make sure if it is greater than 1 in this case, because for the first one we do not need to print any sign here, it's going to be plus anyway. So that's why I'm going to check the condition here. Again, we could use first flag type of variable as well, just to be sure whether it's the first time we're going in or not. And now I can copy and paste this condition, because the signs depends on odd or even numbers. So if it is an even numbers, in this case, we can copy this. Let's paste it here. We can just print plus. Sorry, for the even number, we're going to print minus. And let's keep some space around it. And for the odd numbers, it's going to print plus. That should be all. Now let me just print it here. And now we can run this program and we can test it out. Let's see. So here I'm going to compile and run again one more time. And I'm going to give the value 5 here, and you can see it's working fine. 1 minus 2 plus 3 minus 4 plus 5 equals 3. So that should be all. Now you can try a few more. I can give you some more, practice or challenge program for you here. Let's take one more here. So this time I will give you a series like this. Let me copy and paste real quick so that you can try this one out. So can you find out what is the pattern here? Try to understand. You can spend some time and then you can try to understand the pattern. Now, if you see, we have 1 square, then we have 3 square, but for the even numbers, we have 2 cube, 4 cube. So for even number, it's going to be a cube of a number. And for odd number, it's going to be have square of that number. So that's the pattern for this one. Anyway, I think you already figured that out. Now, let's see, there is one more I want to give you here. Maybe you can practice that one as well. So here, you can try this one. What is happening here? So you can see each number is raised here to its own power. So when the value is 1, it has 1 to the power 1. When the value is 2, it has power 2. When the value is 3, it has power 3. When the value is 4, it has power 4. So each number is raised to its own power. That's happening here. Now let me give you one more here, and let's see whether you can catch the pattern here. If you can catch the pattern, that's all actually. So what is happening here? I hope you are getting what's happening here. So these are like only for even numbers, right? We don't see any odd numbers here. This is one thing, first of all. And the power starts from 1 here. So at the beginning, the power is 1. Then it is increasing by 1 as well, right? So that should be all actually. And of course, I can give few more, but I do not want at this moment. Let's just keep it like this. And that should be all for the series.